File. Save. Oh, okay. This isn't my 8th run. This is my 9th run. I'm just seeing all the... Just seeing all the save files that I have for Emo Tracker. And apparently this is the 9th run, not the 8th run. Anyway. Just give me a second here to change the title up. All right, let's play some Final Fantasy XIV. Get some more grinding going on in there. Give me a second to get logged into here. Oh, that's where you're supposed to be positioned, silly. There. All right. So as you can see, I do not look like my machinist, because we're done with machinist. Machinist is at level 100 now. And the... Don't think we finished the role quest, though. I did get him to 100, though. Yeah, I don't think we finished the role quest, so yeah, that's probably what we'll focus on first. Okay, stop clicking on the bloody stupid chocobo thingy. Yeah, I also changed my skin. I changed it to the classic classic Final Fantasy 1. Wanted a change of pace. Was in Alamigo. Where are you? There you are. Was it in Alighieri? Better double check. No, it wasn't in Alighieri, okay. Ah, right here. Now that we finally got the machinist to level 100, we can now finish the ranged DPS role quest for Dawntrail, which is this last stretch right here. Avenel and Pepin are on their way here. That's good. There they are. It's Schultz fight. He set his plan into motion. We would have come sooner, but after Kukulja openly opposed him, he became even more secretive than before. He refused to share his schemes with even his most loyal. Now he used a caravan to smuggle a load of Magitech into the city. He's about to launch an assault on the royal palace. He managed to sneak away, but Schultz and the others will make their move any moment now. Understood. We'll head there straight away. We've no choice but to face them head on. While I wish there was more I could do to help, I'd best leave the fighting to you. Oh, what am I saying? There must be a way I can help. The treasure is for my village. I should be the one to solve this. If you're in, you're in. There's no time to waver. I'm angry. Thought I'd find you here. Ah, Kukulja. Tolja, you've already done so much for me and the others Schultz fight tricked into becoming his accomplices. It would appear that it is in your nature to help wherever you can. Nevertheless, your place is not on the battlefield. You must leave that to Crick and myself. What about your injuries? They were not so severe to begin with, and those in the gang sympathetic to me provided various balms to treat the worst of them. Glad to know that there are a few good eggs among them, but now that we've decided who's going, we need a plan. From the way Schultz uses the vessel, it's clear there's one thing he hasn't realized yet. As we say in my village, cracks form in even the mightiest of shields. If there's a limit to the blessing's power, we'll find it. Yes. Whatever you do, you better do it quickly. Schultz and the others will soon reach the palace. We'll share everyone we know with the resistance and ask them to come as quickly as possible. Careful out there. Fist pump. And then I'm left alone. Time to whoop some ass. Alright, so we gotta go all the way over there. Must have taken a long way around since the caravan won't be able to traverse the stairs. We, on the other hand, have no such concerns. Let's take a shortcut and intercept them. Then again, they may try to use the vessel's power to stop our advance. We best keep our eyes peeled for danger. You're the best choice to lead the charge, so we'll await your signal. Oh boy. Now or never. Charging the battle stuff is all new to me. I won't pretend I'm not scared, but I'll try to stay out of your way. Otherwise, I can't afford to back down now knowing what's at stake. Let's show Schultz who's he's dealing with. Oh, nice. I'm 9 levels above the recommended item level. So we should be fine. Infiltrating the city was almost too easy. Now go, comrades. The smoldering ruins of the old order will be the foundation of our utopia. I like how he has this frickin' motorbike. That's as far as you go. Look at me run. Thought I seen the last of you. I love this gun. Do you not see that this artifact can lift up the meek from under the boots of their oppressors? Not just one isolated tribe, but everyone who's ever known fear. You call me a villain, but it's you that would keep such a liberating power to yourself. You are no better than those we struggle against, and only when your ilk have been eradicated will the world know freedom. The hour has come for us to rise up and take what is rightly ours. My whole village might rely on the treasure's blessing, but we would never use it to steal from others. You lie, cheat, and sow nothing but misery. You don't want to cast down the oppressors. You want to be the oppressors. Silence. Enough of your sanctimonious prattle. Unbound. Chalcifight Craven's Creed. Oh boy, Magitech armor that has shielding. Perhaps I'm every bit as wicked as you claim, but what of it? Oh. He's in his motorbike. Does your self-righteousness make you better than me? For you and all those who judge me unworthy, my hatred will never die. Like how a not serious fighting music is now playing. Cracks form in even the mightiest of shields. There's some truth to it. Don't let up your attack. Okay, so we just have to attack this particular guy until the shield eventually breaks. Or Kukulja is kind enough to be the tank. Oh, the shield's actually breaking. The barrier is fading. Is this what you meant? We got to do it from the side that's highlighted. In other words, we're being taught positioning, because there are skills in this game that require you to be in a certain position in order for them to do more damage. Now we got to get the other three. This is the limit of the artifact's power. I would if I can actually target them. Oh, and now he's put the barrier back up. It'd probably be faster just to shoot at them individually. Craven followers have given up. Let's poison the shield, shall we? Tolljaw is putting in a buff. There we go. Duty complete. Got the vessel back, and it's still in one piece. Please, I beg of you, give me the artifact. All the trials I overcame to join the Unbound, everything I did was for a chance at happiness. Without the blessing, I'm nothing. My enemies will live on unpunished. Enough. I've tried reasoning with you, but it seems there's only one language you understand. Ah! Damn, he got launched. Are you alright? Never better. And here comes the resistance. We surrender. Say that Shaltafite's plans for world domination are well and truly over. Not only that, but the Steelhog vessel is back where it belongs. Or at least it will be soon. Of course, I have you two to thank for everything. I quite literally couldn't have done it without you. Yeah. It's finally over. Although the Resistance arrived a bit more than a bit late, they've now taken Shaltafite and his cronies into custody. They're lucky we were on hand to confront the gang, or things could have ended very differently. I have to say my first trip overseas was a lot more eventful than I'd liked, but I'm glad I had the chance to meet so many interesting people. Well, apart from all the criminals, that is. Yeah. As much as I'd like to spend more time seeing the sights and whatnot, I suppose I best get the vessel back to Tyrol. What about you, Kakulja? Only one thing I can do, turn myself in, just like Pepin and Avnil. Even if I was dancing to Shaltafite's tune, the fact remains that I committed those crimes of my own free will, and I must pay the penalty. Perhaps if I'm one day granted freedom, I'd like to pay my way home with fairly earned coin. First thing I'd do upon returning is visit your village, and offer my apologies for using the artifact to carry out evil deeds. After that, No, it's too soon to speak of such things. Wherever your journeys lead, you're always welcome in my village. Be sure to come visit one day. How about you, Crick? If you happen to pass through Tuliolol, my grandfather would love to show his appreciation for all you've done. Maybe I'll see you there? Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna go back to Yocthrol and talk to Rahulja. That's probably the grandfather that Settlja mentioned. Oh good, I don't have to repair. Oh no, it's this guy. Entirely different person. At least it seems like it anyway. Hi, I did your thing. You returned quick, but pray tell, what has become of my granddaughter? Okay, that is the grandfather. All right. Why, I'm right here. We did it, grandfather. We took back the Steelhog vessel. My dear, what a relief it is to see you safe and well. Of course, I'm glad you were able to retrieve the treasure, but even that cannot compare to the joy of seeing your smile once more. And to you, Crick, I must express my sincerest gratitude. No doubt we have you to thank for Sitolja's safe return, not to mention of that vessel as well. Yeah. Absolutely. I would have been lost without your guidance and bravery in the face of danger. Thank you, truly. Anyway, we should be getting back to the village. No doubt the others will be clamoring to use the Steelhog vessel to go hunting. I'll be coming back to Tuliolal at some point, so hopefully we'll run into each other again soon. Until next time. Another wave. And then she runs off. And then a camera pan out into the open. There, that completes that role quest. Some shields are made to be broken. We still got 3 more to do. One of them is tank, one of them is healer, and one of them is melee DPS. Which is what I'm working on now, because I'm trying to get my Reaper leveled up so that way he can actually do that quest. Right now he's at 94, so we can like do the first 2 parts of it. The Hunter and the Hunted. So we're here, we might as well get it started. Yes, we spoke to Brook Ov. Yes, I'm willing to lend a hand. I'm Shashipa. Sure. And I've traveled far from my village in the forest of Zaktoral in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave Cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the swallowtail Tural Vedral is sealed. For its ascension, the swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder too may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they've beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to mere physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instant, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin-blade wielding viper, or a savage Brax with claws and fangs to gut whomever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest. For though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Itoka, to ensure it is reclaimed. She's never failed to capture a quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal, yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and he said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Oh, we're going back to Kugane for this one. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist Itoka with retrieving the cocoon. As long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. No, we're not that mean. On arriving in the Eastern Land, search for a Vera woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you might find someone who has seen her. There, and that starts the melee DPS role quests. Oh, there's Dane. Oh, she's gonna blow me a kiss. Not on my friends list, but she's someone that I've role-played a couple times with. Or at least seen her in various role-play venues. Alright, so we gotta go to Kugane. Start with that person at the top. Ayataka. Vera woman bearing a bow. Why, yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. She came from the distant lands to the west. No doubt Kugane is quite the unusual sight for her. If any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Sakisagumi barracks. A lass from Tyrol, was it? Sorry, can't help you. That reminds me, though, I heard Tyrol has its own local variety of spirits called mezcal. I'm meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Shiokaze Holstory. Looking for a bunny girl with a bow. If you're a woman of that description earlier, I'm afraid I cannot tell you where she may be now. This guy just hit level 70. Congrats. So she's near the barracks. The city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I returned home. Hi. I'm come to aid your search, Itoka. How do you know my name? Alright, I'm grateful, but why? Someone sent me. Ah, I see. Shashepa always was a worrywart. Won't deny I appreciate the help, though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure room and board at this lodging after arriving in Kugane, and I've been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Huron male. That's all we've got to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman trapezing along the street, a child throwing a ball, mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles had been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone enticing it. What's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate among the residents. Some folk claim they've somehow been seen in two places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief has been using the Dreamweave cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discourse throughout the city, or discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we can find him by following the trail Chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even if we should apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides the secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now, what say we... Let's say we see if there's any trouble afoot. The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Alright, so we gotta have her following us. And we gotta go here. Even though there's a square here that we can talk to. I think all this was wrought by mortal hands. Point of interest. Look, you thieving horse, and I told you this isn't enough. Oh. But sir, that can't not be right. I'm sure I gave you your change in full. Enough. Hand over my money or I'll take it by force. Customers seem suspicious. My thoughts exactly. Reveal yourself, villain. Sure that was a good idea? What in the blazes do you think you're doing? Oh, sorry. Very, very sorry. Oh dear. A thousand apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I'll return what you were owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness. So neither of them were wrong. Apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing. Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses his mark. Best not to dwell on what's done. Instead, focus on our next course of action. Let's see how things fare on Kogane Dori. Sure. That means we gotta go down. Fatal results. I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox. Oh. What's going on here? Big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hands on that grizzled fellow's woman. Afraid this may come to blows. Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. Dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar? Norm, I told you that pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant. There's no truth to her words. Wherefore does she spout such rubbish? Come, you give me strength. Cut the bloody brute down already. Wow, she's real pushy. Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Very well, let my blade prove my innocence. That's a suspicious look. It's her, right? Ah, got him. Was that really necessary? No matter, I was growing weary of this petty farce. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things. Now he's a burb. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. Oh. Poor Namazu. Oh, okay. It barely got him. Lucky him. There you go. Odd. My bow is more out of tune than I realized. Must have hesitated or something. Sweetheart. Is it really you? Oh, thank the Kami you're safe. Found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage and a ploy to deceive her husband. I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Seki Sagumi thank you. It is regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Seki Sagumi will alert the populace to this menace and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city. Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry. Predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to entice conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc he left in his wake. Trying trail for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll met out the justice he deserves, Crick. Now we can do the level 92 one. Or worse, we haven't heard any unusual incidents with Kugane since our last altercation. There may be a reason for that. Do you remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kugane. Yet he traveled all the way from Tyrol to this eastern land for a reason, and I can't imagine he'd gone too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby? The Ruby Sea. People live out in those waters, but they're so vast. Where would he even begin? So the Bakufu have an outpost at the Ruby Price? That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves to the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it. Oh, it's kind of annoying how it's like that, though. Yeah, we get faster to go through the actual docks. The Ruby Sea. Well, this is unexpected. What brings you to the Ruby Price? There's a guy who likes to pretend to be stuff. Disputes. Strange you should ask. Not even a moon ago, the waters of the Ruby Sea were poised to turn a sanguinary shade. Oh. Please tell us everything. A Confederate skiff approached the Ruby Price without authorization, and its occupant began hurling insult after insult in an obvious attempt to provoke us. We did not succumb to the provocations, however. After warning the vessel we'd fire if they drew an ilm closer, they withdrew without a word. However, should they attempt to provoke us again, we will not display the same level of restraint, and the roar of our cannon shall signal their comrades to rally in full force. The waters will flow red, of that there can be no doubt. Tensions run high. Not like this has ever occurred. See, thank you for the information. Might we speak privately? Sure. Based on the testimony just now, I gather there's an agreement in these waters that the Confederates are not to draw near the Ruby Price, guarded as it is by Bakufu sentries. If that's the case, then as the soldier stated, I can only conclude that the vessel earlier was attempting to entice a dispute between the two factions. Which fits the modus operandi of our quarry, wouldn't you say? Perhaps it was he who sailed here under the banner of the Confederates. Whatever the case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. We'll need solid evidence before we can alert the soldiers here to this threat. I doubt they'll heed our warning otherwise. First, we need to verify if any members of the Confederacy actually approached the Ruby Price. Do you know where their base of operations can be found? Yes. So over in that direction that I'm vigorously shaking my finger at. Sakazuki. It would be fastest for us to swim there. Yes. Swimming indeed, because going out on a boat in that, you have to pay a toll. I don't think the Warrior of Light has to worry about a toll, but Absolutely not. Not one of my Confederate brothers and sisters would approach the ruby price without authorization. Those cowardly Bakufu dogs must have concocted this baseless rumor to get a rise out of us. Soldiers at the ruby price said that, did they? Pardon my language, but that's a load of shite. We have no interest in Hingen waters. If anything, I've seen their skiffs encroaching on our territory of late. If you ask me, they're the ones thirsty for blood. There you are, Crick. Listen to what this person has to say. The situation is more grave than we thought. Thankful you came, and not a moment too soon. Captain Rasho hadn't been acting himself, you see. Normally where he goes, Tanzui goes. But not today. He showed up here just earlier by his lonesome and ordered us to gather as many heads as possible to join him in the Isle of Becco to attend some pressin' business. Normally I'd oblige the captain without a moment's hesitation, but I had a feeling something weren't right. So I asked him what manner of business. We're gonna set the ruby price ablaze, he says. The bloody ruby price. Tried speaking some sense into him, but he weren't of no mind to listen. Walked off saying they had no need for craven bastards like me. Look, I don't know what's gotten to the captain, but it can't be anything good. Please, go to the Isle of Becco and stop him and me comrades before it's too late. This Rasho's acting strangely. Can't be coincidence. We need to get to that island and quickly. Do you know the way? Yes. I kind of liberated these lands like a good couple of years ago. Your voices. Scum think they can roach on our territory and get away with it? I'll be damned if we let them. Tonight we lay siege to the ruby price and seize it for ourselves. But are you sure? If we do this, we won't be just starting a battle, we'll be starting a war. You're acting strange, Captain. What's gotten into you? Silence! I didn't ask for your bloody opinion. Flying dogs claimed it was us breaching the agreement. I say we give the bastards what they deserve. You're not welcome here. Be gone if you value your lives. You're a terrible actor. Yeah, we know this guy personally. Here, you can have one of these. You saw through my disguise once again. Don't tell me you count even a pirate captain among your acquaintances. Yes, I do, actually. What are you trying to accomplish? Why entice such conflict wherever you go? Why? Sorry to disappoint you, but contrary to the passage of the Unbound's prattling about freeing the world from the tyranny of government, I have no grand designs. I wish merely for everyone to show their true faces. Folk love to put on airs of sophistication and virtue, but push them towards the edge and their masks slip off to reveal the monsters underneath. They'll go for their neighbor's jugular to save their own skin. You've seen it for yourselves. It's quite the spectacle. And he's a bird again. Don't hesitate. Swing and a miss. Still going after the Namazu. Damn it, the winds are too strong. A man of 1,000 faces, a true menace indeed. We'll return to Onokoro forthwith to alert the captain. Rest assured the Confederacy will be keeping a close watch over the Ruby Sea. I didn't think for a moment he was an imposter, and the lies he spouted about the Bakufu soldiers were enough to make my blood boil. To think what would happen if you'd not been here to stop us. Kami, bless you. All he wants is to expose people's so-called true faces? That he would use the cocoon for such a petty cause. Unthinkable. Let's return to Gagane for the time being. Yes. Now, I'm calling it right now. I bet you, like, the final fight is going to be him impersonating us. Because once that guy sees how powerful we are, then he'll be like, okay, I'll use Mimicry Totem to become you, and then it just becomes like a stalemate. Or as far as well, no, it wouldn't be a stalemate because the genuine article would probably be a bit stronger. I find myself more disgusted with that villain each time we see him, and to think all this is driven by small-minded spite. What I could gauge, he didn't fly towards Kagane during his escape. I believe he seeks a new settlement to terrorize. Use this period to tend to my bow. Next time, my arrow will fly true. Oh yeah, we're totally doing the level 94 stuff. Apparently a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. Oh dear. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Did any locations come to mind? Yeah, probably go in the ninja hideout, maybe. Or Namai. Well, it was pretty bold of him to pretend to become Lord Heian and then try to stir up shit in the Enclave. Yeah, that's 100% not happening. Alright, let's see what Namai's up to. Trouble? None I can think of, for a blessing all's been peaceful. That's good. Have there been any quarrels of late? Why, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one and by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel you're speaking of? Kami's Grace, our quaint village, has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There's been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Heian at the Enclave. As I'm told, when Lord Heian voiced intentions to invade Naxia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. So just further confirmation of what happened at the Enclave. The resident I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? Nah. Seems the villain is not here. Where might have he gone? Huh? What are you doing here? A friend of yours? Nope. Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We just met moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. Uh-oh. He's already impersonating us. Good grief, lad, you're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow the descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond, and simply dive in and swim. House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Could he have impersonated you this time? This does not bode well. We must hurry. Yes. Must oblige, sir. That or maybe this guy's the impersonator. Geez, my suspicions was right, but I was kind of expecting that to be at, like, the level 100 quest. Oh, we actually have to go in there proper, not actually fly there. There, we're now in the ninja hideout. The home of the fierce. Aw, shit, it's me. My friends, it has come to my attention that the Khan of the Azim Steppes, mighty Ordner tribe, conspires in the shadows to evade Doma. We must not give him a chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There's only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can the crisis be averted. Grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative that we receive his instruction before acting. Playing right into the Ordner's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Ordner spy, there can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere weaving new schemes as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. So the impersonated Lord Hien was but a part of the Ordner's grand scheme? But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Yeah, that is a damn good question. Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Crick. Something isn't right. Because I'm desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please, lend me your strength. Our honored friend Crick risks life and limb to set Doma free, yet you address him with suspicion and doubt. If he says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that he has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Crick once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. Yeah, that's not happening. What is the meaning of this? This is the infernal Ordner spy. Quickly, kill him before he can escape. You sound nothing like me. Your charade ends here. It's you. Such persistent vermin. Back to being a burb. Better shoot him down this time. You're not getting away this time. Except he did. It hits the fish. Poor Namazu. The problem appears to be your aim, not the bow. Ha! Pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one, right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What? What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me, haughty beyond the name of another who won't erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. You got some splaining to do, miss. Sorry, I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation. Think he could transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Heian of this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me, I will not fall for such a farce again. That guy seems to know something. Must know something about this particular guy we're chasing after. So yeah, how about we throw one of those vials on you? Ah, there we go. And I have a word. The man impersonating you earlier, I recognize his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samidare, a childhood friend. You know him? Please, you must tell us everything. I have known Samidare nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Magitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice and guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samidare was conscripted to the army and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I recall, Samidare has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in dear, dear Doma. Fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he spun to turn folk against one another, did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nonetheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samidare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliolal and have enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent? Exceptional egos, more like. This Passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samidare who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Taral, Samidari's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samidare attempted to entice war between Doma and the Azam Steep by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master of reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. Yes. There, we got some backstory on this fella. Attempting to find Samidare now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming the wild. Let's return to Kagane. I'll reveal everything to you there. I promise. Alright, let's warp our ass back to Kagane. Need some water, because that was a lot of talking. Now for more talking. Grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. More importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samidare said, I am not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Itoka. I'm Kyuiki? Kyuiki? I don't know why there's a Y there. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Oh? Normally is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home, only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share its bounty with are friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet I could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. So I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Itoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached the nurse's wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone before the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me, but I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief, all the way to Kagane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka? As our most exceptional hunter, it became no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. And that's her. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her in my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would, until the day the duplicitous bastard killed her. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you by my side, maybe, just maybe I could avenge her. So I lied. Like Samidare said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter, but my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I'm so sorry for lying to you, Crick. I hope that you can find in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. How could I say no? Nah, thanks for telling me the truth. Of course I'll help. I'm the warrior of fucking light, that's what. I like how the lights just turned on. Cool, and that ends that stretch. So now we gotta get to level 96 as Reaper to do the next part of the quest. Which, unfortunately, I already did my high-level dungeon run, but I didn't do my leveling, so we can queue up for that. And I did do the Beast Tribe quest, too. I was playing this earlier before the stream to do some extra grinding. But what we can do as we wait for that to pop is actually do some fates, because I do need to get these maxed out, so that way I can complete the shared fate. And that's extra EXP right there. Let's see here. Is any... Oh, someone's already working on this one over here. I don't know if I'll reach it in time, but we're going to try. No, that's going to complete by the time I reach it. We'll just go to this one. They'll probably go to this one next. Yeah, this one has the least timer on it. This now we got more people doing this. And conveniently enough, I think this guy's a tank. He's a gunbreaker. Oh, but it's annoying that these things have big-ass AoEs. Nice. Probably be faster to warp to that. geez, 28 on the roll waiting list? Oh, that's not gonna pop in time. Got this one over here to do. Alright, there we go. Apparently, I pulled before the tank. I almost died. Max level's 100. I'm only 94 on this character. I have like 2 or 3 characters that are level 100. I'm working on this one now. Oh, why do you have to pop now? Okay, good. Of course, now the healer's taking its sweet time. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. We're able to do this dungeon run. What are we getting? Malika's Well. Okay. Our tank is named Sarcastically Logical. All it takes is one person spamming jump and everyone starts jumping. That's just an unspoken rule in this game. Nothing I need. talking about Final Fantasy XIV, yeah. If you make an entirely different character, you start right back at the beginning. There are items in the game's cash shop that allow you to skip a majority of the early game, but I wouldn't recommend it. Too pricey. The game is a bit of a slog to get from Realm Reborn to Dawntrail, but it's an enjoyable slog. In my opinion, anyway.
Nice. Gained our level.
Sure, the healer can have it. I was going to give it to the tank because of her funny name, but they left. How long would it take for you to get to level 100 to play on average 30 hours a week? Maybe I want to say maybe a couple months. I'm not 100% certain on that though. Right. Yeah, we hit our 4 hours. I would push it a little longer, but I unfortunately have work and I have to, and it's actually an early shift too. So the sooner I get to bed, the better. Go and get our stuff repaired, then we'll check our retainers, and then that's probably going to end the stream at that point. You're just about to say goodnight? Yeah. It is getting a teensy bit late. Cool. Earrings I don't need. Oh, nice. This retainer just leveled up. Not very often. I find I usually end up working Fridays and Saturdays. But I usually ask for the Saturdays off because there's stuff during the afternoon. Stuff in the Saturday afternoons that I like to participate in, which is why I have this coming Saturday off. So yeah, we'll close out of that and switch it over to here. That's going to be the end of the stream for tonight because it is getting a teensy bit late. So yeah, that was a pretty good stream. We get a little bit of started a new randomizer of the Super Metroid Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and did some more progress in Final Fantasy XIV, trying to get this Reaper leveled to 100 so we could do the role quest for it. Their next stream, I believe we have Saturday. We'll be doing a stream on Saturday because I have that day off. Probably going to focus on No Man's Sky for that. Get some more progress in the latest expedition. Do stick around though, because I would like to send you out on a raid, which I think. Oh, are the Duders actually on? They are. Oh, they're playing. Yeah, they're playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Okay. I was thinking of raiding someone else, but sure. We don't raid the dude. Well, no, we raid the Duders fairly often, but not as often as we typically should. Let's see. Where are they at? Oh, they've only been live for a couple hours. No, I don't think we'll raid the Duders, actually. Let us raid this guy. I want to raid this guy. Super Dave. Met this guy through Rare and Fendy's communities. He is playing the Monster Hunter Wilds, which doesn't come out until later this month, but there is an open beta happening as we speak that you can sign up for. So if you want to try out Monster Hunter Wilds, then here we are. I appreciate the suggestion, Reno, but yeah, I kind of feel like raiding someone outside of that circle, I suppose. So yeah, if you have an interest in that, feel free to join in the raid. I'm sure Super Dave would appreciate it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So again, next stream will be on Saturday. We're going to play some more No Man's Sky, continue on in the Titan expedition. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night. Hope to see you all on Saturday. And please enjoy the Super Dave.